Okay, here we're going to talk about falling forward and to the side off bikes. This guy is a policeman who just did something that caused a sudden deceleration. You'll see it right here where the wheel just the front wheel loads up. You can see it bend. I'm not sure exactly what he did. I think he turned the wheel a little bit there and it caught the road. So there's nothing to do with braking so much as an angle of the wheel that causes it just to really bite into the road and cause a sudden deceleration that catapults the rider forward. Like this guy here coming to a sudden stop on cobblestones, went over the front there. This kid is going to do a similar kind of front wreck here, right there, boom. So nothing to do with his brakes. He just kind of jackknifed the front wheel, which is easy to do. This guy's wheel went into a drainage grate, which can happen. But again, just a sudden deceleration from the front wheel being swallowed up by that drainage grate there. Sometimes it can be caused by braking or a piece of metal like this guy. Watch this. He's going to catch a rod through the front wheel. It's going to hit the fork and then boom. Just an instant flip. Nothing to do with him applying the brakes there, but just, forward flip off the bike. And the bike went flying in the air there. Let's see, the next clip is what happens when people hit angled tracks. So the front wheel gets kind of skewed off to the side and the rider keeps going forward, resulting in either a forward fall or a side fall, or sort of a combination of forward to the side kind of fall is the most typical. She just kind of sat down on her bike. She was going so slowly. That guy lost control there. So not really braking falls, but these are falls where they do go forward. This is just purely due to braking. That kid just tried to stop suddenly so he didn't hit that man and did a forward fall. This guy on the right is actually flipping before the car hits. Unfortunately, his head goes under the rear wheel right there, which is too bad. But he was flipping before he even got to the car. This guy met the curb the wrong way there and forward flip. Sudden deceleration and he's over the top. This guy forward fall on an icy road. It's another poorly timed ride over the curb there. This lady just does nothing really wrong here, just some kind of sudden impulse there. Now on the cruise bike, I just want to point out that the front wheel is held in place by both the chainstay and the fork. So the legs and the arms are both supporting, keeping the front wheel from turning unless you want it to turn. Once you become an experienced rider, it's unlikely to twist suddenly like a standard bike. So that's just a shot of Maria there, who won Race Across America in 2013. Okay, this is a separate problem with regular bikes, is your head is down. You don't see what's in front of you. So on a recumbent, you have a much better view of the road, so you're not looking down like that guy was. And the other issue is side falls, which can be caused by being clipped in, like this guy. It happens to everybody, but there's actually quite a few hip fractures from these types of falls. Now, not on soft grass, but when they fall on pavement, or people slide out. And of course, this can happen to anybody on a recumbent, but we fall a shorter distance when we have one of these types of falls to the side. So fewer wrist fractures, fewer hip fractures, just because there's less distance to fall when we slide out on a curb, or just going on a bad road. You can fall to the side like this kid.